Hey everybody, this is Chris and Don with Fairway. We're here for our Handyman Wednesday weekly video. So today, our topic we're going to talk about is picture hanging. We got a question from a customer actually emailed in that she was moving into a new home and looking to hang some various pictures and things on the wall and wanted to know what the best way to do that was. And we thought it was timely as JD, our office manager, had a picture hang off his wall, or fall off his wall, rather, last night. Probably.
Go figure.
Yeah. Don't want him coming out doing your hand.
Probably put it up with duct tape.
So Don's got some props here. He's going to show us some of the things we use to hang pictures and things that you can find at your local hardware store, I think, and use yourself, and makes it nice and easy and make sure they won't fall off. So,
well, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, they have a whole area. They have a whole section pretty much with numerous kinds of hangers. And the way that they rate a hanger, picture hanger, is by pounds. So it'll say up to 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, on up. And what I would probably recommend is if you have a picture that weighs close to 5 pounds, go to the 10-pound hanger, because as easy as it is to hang a picture, if your picture falls off the wall, JD, what did yours hit when it fell?
Carpet.
So you're lucky. If a picture falls off a wall that has any weight behind it at all on the tile, you're probably going to crack or damage a tile. If it falls onto your hardwood floor, you're probably going to damage your floors. So I would recommend people to step up to the next highest rating of the hanger. Now, we use different kinds of hangers. I got a piece of 1/2-inch sheetrock here. This is basically what your wall is made out of. It might be a pretty color, but this is it. And I thought, if you can see it, show you some of the hangers that we use. These little J-hook hangers are really nice. The way that I figure a good hanger and a bad hanger is the size of the hole that's left behind after we decide to not have a picture of our in-laws up anymore. This goes through, need no special tools. All you do is push it through the sheetrock and you turn it like this. You can see that. I'm not sure you can. And so you have a fairly tiny hole. This is the only part of it you see, this little hook that your picture, either the strap or the hanger of your picture would hook onto. And then this comes behind here, and it will distributes the weight up the back side of the sheetrock. I think this one here is rated for 35 pounds. They have these, again, in a higher rating, like 50 pounds. The only difference with any of these things between the weight is the size of it. So when you're all said and done with this, you would turn it and pull it back out, and you'd have a fairly small hole in your sheetrock to fix. No big deal. We like these. We use these quite often. Then they make, Chris, what's that company that, is it Oink or something like that they have hangers? They actually make some nice ones. This is a typical picture hanger, but they use a nail. There is some out there that use a little pin. It's a hardened pin, and it makes a tiny little hole. So all these do is they go in at an angle like this. It goes through the other side at an angle. Your picture hooks right on the front of this bracket. These are nice too for lighter weight stuff. They work good.
you definitely don't want to hang your big heavy mirror from that or something.
No, you want to really make sure your hangers are rated proper for the weight of the thing. This one up here on top, what they are, it's a...
You're making a mess.
It's a, what I call corkscrew. It makes a much larger hole. It goes through, you screw it in with just a basic Phillips, you don't have to drill a hole or anything. It has almost like a little drill bit on the end of it, and it pokes its own hole in there. When you screw them through, they end up flush against the wall. Then you put a screw in, and what it does when the screw goes through, it breaks the back side of it, spreading it apart. Now this hanger here is rated for 80 pounds. Jeez.
I actually like those a lot. I use those.
There's not a problem with them when they're up there. There's not much to it. If you were to take the screw out, it doesn't show too much. You could probably patch that and paint it with that still in there. Mm-hmm. If you were to take them out, they leave a pretty good size hole.
That's actually was going to be my tip is if you wanted to remove it, drive it in a little further and then patch
Then
it.
patch over the top
If
of
you
it.
take it out, it does leave it.
But that would be all that all would show really, and you could pull this in farther to go into the paper of your wall and just patch over it.
And the reason I like those is because they feel real solid. I guess if they're rated for 80 pounds, it makes sense.
Yeah. So those are a few of the ones that we use around here, and I hope this helps out. You know, there's a lot of people that tell you the right height to have a picture hung on your wall. I think they say about 60 inches to the center of the picture. There's no real rule of thumb to that. Depending on the height of the ceiling, size of whatever you're mounting, put them up wherever you like them, and you'll enjoy them more. But I hope this helps out and gives you the opportunity to, excuse me, get some pictures hung, some art hung.
Yeah. And again, we had a question this week, so if anybody has any questions you'd like answered by our handyman team, be sure to call our office or send them in via email, and we'll see if we can't get those questions answered next week. The number here at the office is 919-388-2204. Thanks.